keeping with what the will of God is concerning the matter, your watches have not yet expired. If you look upon your family and you don't quite see your family in that place that God intends, it means that your watches on that gate have not yet expired. I want you to understand that we have the ability to change things. We have the ability to alter things. We have the grace to be able to move the hand of God. And we are trying to explore and to study this great gift that God has given us. The gift of being able to come before God and influence God. Hallelujah. Influence him to accomplish his will. It's a great power. There's no power that is more than that power. And God is saying he has conscripted us and he puts us upon the wall. There are a few things you need to know about the watchman. The first thing that I said finds expression when God labors and succeeds in putting you upon the wall is that you have access to visibility. Visibility that is determined by your positional advantage. Now come with me. I want to explain what I mean by the heavy English I'm speaking by taking you to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 33, from verse number 3. Now I'm trying today to be very explicit and very practical so that you can begin your own journey in the watches. Hallelujah. I went to preach in Ghana and I met a man. If you have ever been to Ghana, northern Ghana is a place that even ministers of the gospel most often are afraid to visit because it is populated by sorcerers. Sorcerers that are very, very educated in the way of darkness. And just in case you go to proclaim the gospel and you do not know the God that you are proclaiming, you are likely to become a victim of your efforts. Hallelujah. So I went to preach there and I met a convert. And this convert was being prepped, was being prepared to become a warlock. A warlock is a wizard that has rank. A wizard that has experience. A wizard that his own students and disciples are in charge of altars. So it means your rank is dependent on how many altars you control, how many altars you have commissioned. If you have commissioned 500 altars, the stool you have in the spirit is a stool that can influence a great population of the people. So his dad was quite skillful in the ways of sorcery, that he was renowned, that even sorcerers came to consult him to find out how they could solve their own problems. So he was training this guy to become the next warlock of the next generation. And there were three things he told him. He said, there's only one religion we are afraid of. Christianity, followers of Jesus. He didn't say any other one was a challenge. Think about that. Second thing he says is that don't ever contend with anyone that prays in the night. If you find a Christian that is rooted in night prayer, don't even fight. The result of your combat will be grievous. Hallelujah. The second category of people he told his son never to contend with are those kind of people that pray intermittently. That's my type. In the 24 hours in the day, the guy will rest more, he will start again. Rest more, he will start again. He will rest more. You will hear him say, Jesus have mercy. That we are discussing now, and then you just hear that. Just don't worry. He can't change. That's how it is. The system has been trained to be like that. So like, rest again, and then he said, don't fight those people. You will not survive it. Hallelujah. The third set of people, he said that his son should never contend with are those people that pray for long hours. Now, in order for me to be sure you heard me, let's start. Number one. Night. The guys that pray in the night. Are you in, how many of you are in that category? Okay. All right. Number two. People that pray intermittent prayers. They will pray, you think they have stopped. And then you see them again, they have started again. Then sometimes you start hearing them say, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. He said, leave them. There are so many people in the world. In fact, population now is 7 billion. You will find people to pray upon. You will find people to steal from. You will find people to kill. If you need sacrifice, there are people. But don't contend with this type. The third set of people are which people? People that pray long prayers. The idea of a watchman, as revealed in the book of Isaiah chapter 62, where I just read to us, are people that refuse to yield. And day and night they are pressing charges on heaven and confronting God with his counsel, with his word, so that they can get to move God's hand in the direction of his will as touching their generation. These people, the description of the people that we read about in the book of Isaiah chapter 62 is adequately suited with the